I mean, initially I wasn't going to race at all this season, and I was going to redshirt and then just look towards the summer and just start a big build and a big training build for the fall cross-country season. But I mean, about 6 weeks ago, my coach looked at me and said, hey, do you want to run the 10K at conference? And that was just one of those events that I've never wanted to run. I knew it was an opportunity, and I knew it was probably the best opportunity to actually score some points for the team. So I figured, hey, let's just give it a go. Literally been running 30 miles a week. I got hurt actually the week before this race, and there were just so many things that were going on, and it was like every time I take a step forward, it would feel like I was also taking a step back. And so there's a lot of uncertainties that were in my mind as I was going into this race. And if I scored in the top 8, then that would mean that I scored some points for the team. And that was just my main goal. It's like, hey, if we're here at the conference championship, I might as well score something. There's this undying belief that somehow I was going to make it through this grueling 25-lap race. And I knew it was going to be hard, I knew it was going to be challenging, but I also knew it was going to be very rewarding if I got it right. That's exactly what we did. The next thing I knew, I was standing on the starting line ready to race a 10K, which is something I never thought I would race at the conference championship.
So the week leading into the conference championship, I started reading this book called Boys in the Boat. And Boys in the Boat is the story of the 1936 Olympic rowing team. It's just a bunch of blue-collar guys from Washington who were these unlikely candidates to win in Berlin for the Olympic gold. And they ended up going all the way and they won the Olympic gold. And it's just this crazy story of triumph in all these trials. And they had this crazy work ethic about them just because they came from such blue-collar backgrounds. And in the book, it really talks a lot about this. There's also a movie about it, but it doesn't really go into the backgrounds of all the people. But these were some really hard-working guys. And they realized if they put in hard work and they put in hard effort, then they would have results in the end. And they understood that, hey, if we work hard, we're gonna have results. And because they understood this, they ended up being the best in the world. And that was kind of the same type of mentality that I carried into this race. It was like, hey, I have this specific set of tools, and because I have these tools, I want to show up and I just want to work hard and see if I can just exhaust the tools that I have and give myself a chance to actually score some points for the team at conference. I tried to keep my mind off the race for most of the day and the day before. I didn't want to hype myself up for it. I just wanted to show up and execute with the tools that I knew I had, because I know there's no miracles in the sport of running. In the same way that there's no miracles in the sport of rowing, there's just no miracles in this sport. Like nothing, what happens is a result of how much work you've put in. So you can't change the amount of work you put in on race day, and I understood this, and so I showed up and I said, hey, like, I'm gonna step on this line and I'm just gonna respect the amount of work that I've put in. I'm gonna run the best race that I possibly can, given that amount of work. And so that was the mentality that I was carrying into this race, and a lot of it was because I'd read that book and because it got me into the right headspace. We've worked hard to get here, and we're gonna work hard whenever we get out there on the line, and we're not gonna stress about it. And that was the mentality I had going into it, and I definitely think it helped me going into that race. So tonight, we're getting the senior team together, people who are seniors on the team or have been on the team, and we're all getting together. We're doing a little bit of a PowerPoint night. I didn't make a PowerPoint, but I know some people did make PowerPoints, and pretty much what it is, we're just going to get together and they're just going to make random stuff. It's always so stupid. But we pulled up here at Jacob's apartment. We're going to go in, plug some PowerPoints into the TV, and just hang out, have a good time. And so that's what we're doing tonight.
So beautiful.
That's sick.
It's about to come out.
Well, it's like he's looking to the left, so he's completely...
Yeah. You just throw chicken.
Honestly, I feel like having these moments to sit and hang out with friends and rest and reset are the ones that are the most crucial to race day success. The more present you can be in day-to-day life while hanging out with friends, the more present you're going to end up being on race day. In the same way that 1936 Olympic rowing team was just playing cards and hanging out the day before their races, I wanted to do the same for my race. There's definitely an optimal level of stress you want to have on the day of the race, but the day before, I didn't want to worry about any of that.
Keeping the routine the same, making coffee, reds and greens, probably gonna read on the bus ride up. So it is the morning of the conference championship. I'm actually racing a 10K tonight. It's one of those distances that you just have to be really patient with, as opposed to like a 1500 or an 800 or a 5K where you have a little bit less time. My goal is just gonna be to be as patient as I possibly can in the race and then execute whenever the time's right. And I was really good about doing that early in cross country season before I got hurt last season, and I think I'm just going to carry that same mentality, planning on carrying that same mentality into this race and just seeing what happens and not being scared of really anything. Yeah.
What do you do this for?
Just to make you feel uncomfortable is honestly all it is.
Is this your personal vlog that you only share with your friends and family?
Yeah, it's just the friends and family.
Makes a vlog just for your friends and family.
Yeah, it's for the close circle.
There's people that do that.
What is it called on the...
Well, yeah, like at family gatherings, on their daily
No,
life.
people do it for their daily life. Yeah, and then they just share it with like friends and family.
Work hard on 3, 1, 2, 3. Work hard.
Yeah, convenient. My little tripod. Just got a bagel, and then I got a plate or something. I guess I'll sit on the table for now. Makes sense to BP and electrolytes. It is toasty out here. It's supposed to be 80 degrees whenever we race, so I'm staying hydrated as I possibly can.
I want to take a second to thank BPN for always keeping me fueled up in my workouts and my races, and for this race specifically, we used some strawberry electrolytes for the hours leading into the race, and then whenever it was a race time, about 30 or 45 minutes before the race, we mixed up some G1M Sport, which is BPN's carbohydrate and electrolyte drink mix, and because it was hot outside, I wanted to make sure I had those electrolytes and also had those carbs, so I was ready to go and just perform at the best that I possibly could. And if you want to try out any of these products for yourself, you can head on over to bearperformancenutrition.com and you can use code BROCK, which will save you a little bit of cash and will also support the channel.
This cicada's gonna blow in on us. Literally have like, how much time we got? 10K. Dude, we got 35 minutes till the 10K.
Yeah. What?
Welcome to the vlog. This is Hillary and Haley Hall. We're here with the 10K runners.
1, 2, 3, champions!
At the end of the day, that 10K took everything out of me. 4 miles into this race, I was having these feelings of wanting to quit, but I knew I had to keep going. I had to keep fighting for something that was bigger than myself. I had to keep fighting for my team. I had to grit it out and just do the hard work. It was one of those races where I had to be patient, but it took everything in me to make it to the end. I ended up walking away with a 6th place finish and scoring the team 3 points. We also had the highest score in the entire event, finishing 2nd, 5th, and 6th. I was super proud of the guys for showing up and giving it everything they had, and I'm super blessed to just be a part of this group.
Yeah, this is kind of fire. Italian food. Carson, you got anything to say? No.
Post 10K.
Post 10K.
What more can you ask for?
Post 10K Olive Garden. Oh man.
This is a great day.
Yeah, I can sleep with Cooper.
Me and Cole rooming together, just like old times. Yeah, we're racing a 1500 together maybe on Saturday.
All right, so it is race day, and we're gonna see if we can race 1500.
Yeah, my legs weren't really having it in this race, and about halfway through, the pack made a huge move, and I was not able to get anywhere close to matching it, and I ended up just falling straight to the back and jogging in the last couple laps pretty much, which ended up being alright. I wasn't too upset about it, but yeah.
So, the 1500 didn't really go according to plan, and that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Like I said, there's no miracles in this sport, and I'm just probably not running enough weekly mileage right now to actually be able to double back after a hard 10K. Like, my legs were obliterated after that 10K. And so I decided I was going to try. Like, I wasn't going to give up on it completely. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen on a championship day, but there's also no miracles in this sport, and if your legs aren't there, then they aren't there. And when the pack started moving halfway through that race, I couldn't match any of those moves. Aerobically, breathing-wise, I felt fine, but the legs just were not there. And so that's just a lot of motivation looking into the summer and just looking forward to what the cross-country season is going to look like, what this next training build is going to look like. And I'm super excited to build some mileage back up, to get strong again, to see where my body can go, and then just try to get as strong as possible and get as ready as I can for this fall cross-country season. This is going to be a huge build. It's probably going to be the best series you've ever seen on the channel, and I'm looking forward to documenting it all right here. It's just building that aerobic base to be as strong as it possibly can be, so that way we have a successful fall showing, successful fall cross-country season. So thank you for tuning into this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one, and yeah, they're going to be coming a little bit more frequent now. Done with school, and so the only thing I'm doing right now for this summer is making YouTube videos, hanging out, running, and yeah. So see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Adios.